go.
Chuck Norris is also a legitimate Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu something belt.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. He's got it all. He's got every type of... He has a bunch of kicking and grappling belts. Chuck Norris is white Bruce Lee.
I guess. That's a tough one to swallow. I don't think I could take that.
No?
No, I don't think I could say. I don't think I could say like Chuck Norris is white Bruce Lee.
Can you look up what Chuck Norris martial arts accolades are, or
Chuck Norris
martial arts background or accolades? And after this, I think you might agree, white Bruce Lee.
Okay, let's have a look. He's a Republican, if you didn't know.
See, now you're just trying to muddy the waters over here. Classic liberal tactics.
Okay, in short, the martial arts that Chuck Norris knows includes Tong Soo Do.
Dude, all three of those?
Judo,
okay,
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Karate, and Taekwondo, holding black belts in each one. He also studied Hapkido, Kenpo, and Arnis, and I think Arnis is Filipino, the Filipino one with the sticks. I gotta see. He has created his own martial arts, known as Chun Kuk Do.
Dude, that sounds like Jeet Kune Do.
He made his own martial art.
Did he have a movie called?
Oh my God!
Enter the Tiger that never took off. Also,
he's got 5 kids, and then 2 spouses.
Wow, he's even beating Bruce in that, dude.
Yeah, he got married in 1958, then divorced her in 1989, then got married in 1998.
Dude, he was with that first one for 30 years.
Yeah. He tried his best. But even Chuck Norris has his limits.
He can't. He's like drunken monkey style.
Yo, he has black belts in each?
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Judo and jiu-jitsu alone, let alone
just those two enough.
The kicky ones.
Just those two enough is enough to yeah. Yo, okay, cool. Well, again, this is according to this website over here.
And he could throw like a flat, Walker Texas Ranger was all him just throwing this type of kick. Every time somebody would, it would be hilarious. What?
Bro, do you know who he has his black belt from?
Tell me.
His 3rd degree black belt, BJJ black belt from Jean-Jacques Machado.
Oh, wow. Okay. See, dude.
Yo, this is legit. Okay, fine. Fair enough. All right.
White Bruce Lee.
White Bruce Lee. White Bruce Lee. 100%, like earned.
Put some respect on that
Holy
name.
shnikes. He got that back in the... He eventually continued training with Machado family. So he started with the Machado family in... Wow. Hold on one second. I think... Okay, you can be seen video performing jiu-jitsu demonstrations along with Carl back in 1992.
Dang, with the Gracies in 92?
With a colored belt back then.
That's crazy because jiu-jitsu wasn't even, UFC wasn't even around.
This guy's a true student of the arts.
He went and found the Brazilians.
Yeah, he's a true student of the arts. Clearly wearing a colored belt. However, it is unclear what color belt he was wearing because it's probably VHS quality. And it could potentially be wearing a judo black belt.
Bro.
And then he received his 3rd degree. So you know how difficult it is just to get a black belt?
It takes years.
And let alone 3rd degree of it?
Yeah. While acting, right? Wasn't he doing some nonsense?
He's still doing it.
I mean, at that time, he must have been.
1997. This is the height of Chuck Norris.
Was this a fighter who transitioned to acting?
Hold on. I mean, this is his full whatever.
And they looked at him and they were like, you know what? Yeah, Texas Ranger. We'll just give him a gun. He'll have it.
He started in when he was 18. At the young age of 18, 1958, Chuck Norris' martial arts journey began, where he joined the U.S. Air Force and was an air policeman. Whoa. In the 1960s, he was relocated in Osan Air Base in South Korea. Interestingly, that's where he gained his nickname Chuck, as his real name is Carlos.
What? No, wait a minute. Chuck Norris's name is Carlos?
Yeah.
Norris? Can you Google Chuck Norris's real name? Okay, please continue.
No, I don't want to get away from this. We can go back. Yeah.
What else is in here?
Look at this handsome devil.
Dang, he got a jaw on him.
Yeah. 100%. Okay, short time after he arrived at base, Chuck Norris became interested in judo and took a class on the base. On base, whatever. Unfortunately, Chuck would break his right shoulder only 1 week in class.
I thought this was one of those facts. You're like, unfortunately, the ground could not take it. The ground tapped out.
However, during his off time, he then witnessed Tang Soo Do class while taking a stroll. Man, he just
He's
where's
just
he
walking
taking
around.
strolls
He's
from?
he's in South Korea, dude. What else is there to do?
All right, fair enough. He was mesmerized by the grace of the spinning kicks of the Korean martial artist and wanted to be a part of it.
Right.
Chuck's judo teacher introduced him to Tang Soo Do instructor, and Chuck immersed himself in training from that point onwards. I'm going to cut into Chuck's story from time to time. Explain blah 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 blah. What are you doing?
Are we good?
Yeah.
All right. This thing is anti-Chuck Norris.
My antivirus.
This thing is
Okay. So then he got into judo.
killed a man.
Yeah.
Didn't even know he was fighting.
Yeah, he was just taking a sip of his coffee. Now that, hold on a second, interview, regimen. Okay, so this is not really karate. He was winning tournaments in karate,
See.
and he met Bruce Lee. That's when he met Bruce Lee when he was up on karate. Man, he
He
competed
was cross-training before Bruce Lee, dude.
Yeah, it almost feels like it, doesn't
I
it?
know.
Holy shnikes! He first participated in a karate tournament in 1964 in Salt Lake City. It is known that he won his first 2 matches, but did not win the tournament. Some sources say that Chuck Norris had a rocky start in his competitive karate career, although unclear if that's true.
I mean, he's alive. You can ask him, probably. It's not a myth, you know. But we will never know the truth. Like, what? He's over there, dude. He's married to this lady.
Chuck Norris was crowned in 1967, crowned the grand champion according to Black Belt magazine, where he later won the title of grand champion for 4 victories, including one over Joe Louis.
Whoa, you actually get these? Like, you have to fight people to get... Wow.
Yeah. He would continue to compete in tournaments, winning and defending his title along the way. And sometime before 1968, Chuck Norris met Bruce Lee during a competition, and they developed a close relationship in working and training.
Wow.
And then now he goes into some judo, and then into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is what kind of takes it off from like 1992 onwards.
Dang.
Yeah. In 2015 is when he gets his 3rd degree black belt from Jean-Jacques at the age of 75.
Wow.
Yo, Chuck Norris would...
Humble some fools.
Yeah.
Humble some fools who'd be like, Walker, Texas Ranger.
Yeah.
Like,
You watch like, what's it called? What's that? The Expendables?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know how many other decorated fighters are on that cast, but he might be able to take on most of those people.
Randy Couture. But that's
Randy Couture. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm with you.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
for the
But
rest
who
of
knew
them.
any of that? I didn't know half of that stuff.
No, this guy, he should be registered. His leg should be registered Law and Order.
Yeah. I think Post Malone should have a song. White
For-
Bruce Lee.
yeah. Yeah, that would
White
be
Bruce Lee.
amazing.
Dude, that is the
That
song.
would be the greatest. Post Malone, I hope you're listening. That would be the greatest song by Post Malone.
White
Bruce
Bruce
Lee.
Chuck
I'm
Norris?
getting
Facts?
shivers.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so creating Chun Kuk Do. He created his own style of fighting since the early 1970s, but it wasn't officially named until 1990. Chuck Norris's martial art, was compared to karate as it was adapted to be very similar in various ways. For example, Chuck Kuk Do has traditional forms and stands in the same, so like katas
Bro,
for karate.
Did you notice it? It has the word Chuck in it.
It's Chun Kuk Do.
Okay, I thought
Maybe I was saying it wrong. Maybe I was saying it wrong.
I thought Chuck Norris was like, yeah, this is Chuck Chuck Do.
Chun Kuk Do. Yeah. So he was essentially trying to incorporate all of these different styles to make it an all-encompassing fight style.
Wow.
But still, it was more centered around like karate as opposed to like.
Fantastic, dude.
Yeah.
That's great. I love it.
He teaches using various weapons, including nunchucks, bow staff, and the sai.
Dang.
Yeah.
I'd love
the
to
sai is Michelangelo, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Right, the forked.
Yeah, are those things sharp? They don't look sharp.
I mean,
feel like
I
you're
think the
supposed
points
to,
are sharp.
Maybe. I think you're supposed to also hit people with the other parts of it too.
Oh,
It's not just a stabby. It's like, who knows, man?
you
Ask
know.
Chuck, dude.
yeah. You can't even look at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to learn how to hold them correctly because they didn't
turtles.
even have 5 fingers.
No.
They only had 3.
Yeah.
Did
You
they have
okay?
3? They had like this, right?
Maybe. I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
That doesn't seem very practical, but they are turtles, so
You
give them a
know,
break.
and they're mutants.
And they're mutants.
Dude. Okay, that was quite the ride. Didn't think that
quite
we were
the
gonna go down a Chuck Norris hole.
Yeah, Chuck Norris. Oh, you don't go down the Chuck Norris hole. Chuck
All right.
Norris
Officially named the White Bruce Lee.
goes down your hole.
That's
Sorry.
amazing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Why Bruce Lee?
Okay. I used to love watching Texas Walker
Yeah,
Ranger.
I think it was the Scooby Doo of like one of
Yeah,
those
yeah,
where
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
we know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Eventually he'll
There's always a
roundhouse
foot
kick through
chase.
yeah.
There's always a foot chase and then a fight.
Those foot chases were great. I like those foot chases.
Man, you know what? Back then, I could get along with it. You know, because they got to make it so that he can actually fight the dude. Right. But do you watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Only like a season of it.
Okay, so Brooklyn Nine-Nine is rather good show. Good show. I enjoy watching it, but I hate the cop aspects of the show.
It's not copying right
because all of the bad guys they have guns, but no one shoots. They all run away, and then they get apprehended by at the end of it. Like there's a foot chase, but there's no actual. I mean, I know it's an NBC regular show. It can't be like violent or whatnot, but. There's something lacking. They're in New York.
Yeah.
Right?
They should do that Kenny thing in South Park where like they just have one guy
who constantly dies.
Get at least shot in the leg every like 4th episode, and they replace him and then It's
just not believable. It'd be better if they didn't do any cop work whatsoever because there's always going to be a guy who's going to run.
All right. Oh, wouldn't it's hard, it's easy to write around a cop show.
Yeah.
We're cops.
Well,
Can you imagine if they were just
that's like super
in a taxi situation? I think that was called Taxi.
Yeah. Anyway, sometimes I'm like, let's just be comedy.
No, I agree. Yeah. The interesting thing about Scrubs was very like medically. I'll have like doctor friends.
Yeah.
Really, they're like, this is right. That's what happens.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, all right.
Yeah, I feel like they can get away with it in a medical show just because, you can say what's happening and it's still believable. Yeah.
Well,
when someone's sick, they're like.
The
diseases.
Yeah, you should have a cop consultant,
right,
on Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
No, they should
makes it more.
They should have some sort of like hand-to-hand combat situation.
Ooh.
But I don't think anyone knows that.
I don't think cops do that.
It's bad, man.
That's really like Army and Marines and stuff. I don't think cops. I have a few friends that are cops, and they don't know anything about.
They don't know how to fight, eh?
I only know 2 guys. They know nothing about. They know how to work out. They're fit.
Yeah.
But they don't know
how to fight.
They don't know how to fight.
That's insane.
Yeah,
that's insane. That the requirement that there is no prerequisite of like boxing, judo, and jiu-jitsu or something.
Yeah,
doesn't make any sense. Like ideally, you'd want all 3.
Yeah,
and then here's the thing: you can't have cops that don't know how to fight. And then when I go to jiu-jitsu, I got people who are training as if they want to be cops.
And they're just a barista or a truck driver or something, right? Somebody who would never.
Dude, he's an accountant.
Yeah. I'm a nurse, and you don't need this at all.
One of them is a language professor. Yeah. He's a brown belt.
Hey, man, you're an engineer, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, and I'm going home like writing notes.
Some of the most dangerous people are nerds. Really, nerds are the dangerous jiu-jitsu folks.
And we got cops that are just not learning any of this stuff.
They're learning other stuff, like which side the taser's on. I don't know.
I don't know. Some of them, they don't even know that.
I know, that's why I said.
Didn't they kill one person?
Yeah, that's why I said.
Oh my God. Can you imagine pulling a taser out of your holster, not realizing the weight of said taser?
Oh, I know. The grip is different. On purpose, they did so many things
many things.
It feels
not
like
only that, brother, you have to put your finger on like a...
Yeah.
Like there's a different type of safety,
right,
as well.
That's a murderer, as far as I'm concerned. That's too
I
many
think
mistakes.
At this point,
that's too many mistakes.
Yeah, I think that's a murderer, man.
Yeah, sorry.
Then I'm watching Bourne movies, right? When a guy like reaches into his drawer and he pulls out the gun, right? And then he points it at the dude, and the guy's like, "I can see that you haven't been in the field lately. It's been a long time since you need to be in the field." And the guy's like, "What are you talking about? I'm the one with the gun." He's like, "Because if you were in the field, you'd realize that gun is empty." And he's like, "Shit."
That's a movie. We're going back to like chases.
Yeah.
That's a movie like that. In this first one, there was this car chase.
Yeah.
It is like very...
I think it went up for awards for one of the best car chases.
Yeah. At one point, he's about to fall from a building, and he grabs a seatbelt on the other side to brace him. And everybody's like, yeah, that's what would happen,
Yeah.
And it made it great ending to a car chases.
Yeah. Jason Bourne movies were great.
They were great. Good for Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
And I think then that, and then Oceans, all of those Oceans.
Dude, you know what? He's in that movie, The Great Wall. It's the Chinese movie.
I've seen it like 3-4 times, bro.
I fucking love that movie, dude.
It's stupidish. I've seen it like 3-4 times.
The monsters are cool.
Yeah.
Right. I didn't see any appropriation I didn't see that. I just saw
Yeah.
two cultures working together to fight to fight aliens.
I saw a white guy and I think a Spanish guy pretending to be white, and then they're friends, and then
dude, what greatness was that movie?
Yep.
I loved it.
They made Asians from that circus. Like all the Asians, and they were like, "We'll put him on a rope and fly him."
Yeah.
Like, was this a military skill? They're like, "Yeah, it is. If we have dragons,
because you kind of felt like it was this melding of Crouching Tiger-esque type movies, and then also like Hollywood summer movies.
Crazy.
You put them both of them together. Yeah. It was great.
There's this part where they're on the Great Wall of China. Yeah. And a dragon thing. It's the first time they let Matt Damon and Spanish dude loose.
Yeah.
And they're fighting this thing. Oh my God. I was just like, oh, this is a great. At that point, that right there, I was like, this is a good movie no matter what anybody says.
Yeah. I don't want to hear anyone. I don't want to hear no comments.
I don't want to care about their screenplay, how nothing makes sense. Just, this is fun.
Hey, man. You know what? That's the thing, though. There is a balance to be had when you can you can make a movie that's silly, doesn't take itself too seriously, but still is not super meta, and it still delivers like a good experience. Yeah. Like, you're all right, I had fun, right?
That's all you want.
Yeah, that's it, right? Yeah. I watch Transformer movies, right? I know what I'm getting. By the way, there's a new Transformer trailer. Did you see that shit?
No, man, but I remember we went to watch the first Transformer movie together.
Yeah.
And I realized how much of a Transformers fan child you were. Because I was like, I like this, but you were like, yeah, robots. I was like, all right, dude.
I freaking love it, dude.
Is it a good trailer?
Here's the thing. For the most part, all right, I like Michael Bay movies. They don't make any sense. There's no continuity even in the action sequences. And he reused a number of like assets, like actual scenes in first movie. Yeah. Just throws it in the second one.
Did it change the lady?
No, I don't think it was much ladies.
No, okay.
No, it's mostly like robot, like the CGI assets.
I just thought they were getting a new lady every movie now.
I mean, they almost did, right? I kind of want Megan Fox back, to be honest with you, right? I mean, yeah, I don't think she's doing anything. But anyway, I like Michael Bay movies, is what I'm trying to say. I'm willing to go on the ride with you. It's stupid, but it's fun. And then he has like this long-standing relationship with the U.S. military, so he gets to have like the coolest, like the inside of an AC-130, the big gun. Do you know what an AC-130 is?
No, man.
Okay, so an AC-130 is a airship. It's an airplane. It's got 3 different armaments. Okay, it's got like a regular machine gun, which is crazy because it's mounted on the side of a freaking plane.
Right.
It's got another thing that's kind of like in the middle, and then there's this big, huge cannon that when it fires, it actually moves the entire plane sideways every time it lets it go, right?
That is... And
so the thing is that there's plenty of other directors that presumably had something similar in their movies, but, you know, it was cool that they brought air support, right? But when Michael Bay does it, because he has a relationship with the U.S. military and the Navy,
which is crazy to be like, I have a relationship, we'll get the cool stuff. So I'm a director.
What happens is they actually get an AC-130, and then he shoots inside it. So all of the jargon and the people communicating inside the AC-130 are all just regular airmen. So everything is legit. That's probably the only accurate things in his movie is like the military personnel who are operating the shit. Dang. And so in the first one, when they call in the AC-130, it's tied in with a joke, right? Because the guy's doing a long distance phone call through a satellite card, like the way our parents do when they call, long distance. And then after they're talking to an operator, and eventually gets patched into the United States military or whatever. And then bring in this AC-130, and when it starts shooting at the robot, dude, like it's so cool. It's so cool.
I'm happy
insane.
for you, man.
Anyway, so
that's how I feel about my World Cup fans right now. That's how I feel about you. I'm like, I'm glad you've got this happening, bro. Good for you.
He delivers it. Sometimes he delivers it well. That being said, Michael Bay
delivered a lot of things well too.
Oh, Bad Boys.
A lot. Con Air, Armageddon.
Okay, here's what he did not deliver properly.
There's so much, though. I know that.
Hold on, I'm gonna give you an updated thing of what he didn't do.
I just saw Aladdin by Guy Ritchie, so anything can happen.
Wait, what?
I think Guy Ritchie directed Aladdin.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
I love Guy Ritchie though,
dude. If now I feel like just because you didn't know that, but I'm pretty sure that's the truth, and it's horrible. It is such a bad movie.
Of course, I mean,
it's one of these I've ever seen.
I can imagine that it would be. All right, so. Here it is. Michael Bay released a movie, and it was called Ambulance. Okay?
Not a good start.
All right, here we go. On this, the cast. Jake Gyllenhaal.
And an ambulance.
Who's like fantastic actor. Other people that we don't really know. You've seen their faces. You know what they are. Dude, this has got to be one of the most dog shit movies by Michael Bay. Even if you're going like, I'm going to go watch a Michael Bay movie, suspending all disbelief, you can stop, like, even I'm not even going to be worried about accuracy of script, continuity, nothing. And it still offends on how bad it is.
Really?
It's so bad.
I feel like Jake Gyllenhaal will let you know, too. Like, this is shit.
He should be,
Michael.
right? Because
I'm an actor.
he really is an actor. Because Jake Gyllenhaal wasn't recently in a movie that's a remake of a Swedish movie, I think. It's called...
You know, that's going to be sad.
Hey,
No?
man, you
Yeah.
said it.
They're good, but they're sad as...
You freaking said it.
That's what they like to write.
Yeah.
Sadness.
I think it's Swedish. I'm not particularly sure. Hold on. I want to double check it because I definitely think that you should watch this movie. He's a 911 operator.
Okay.
Okay. So he's a cop that is doing work at a 911 operator thingy because of the fact that he's on admin leave.
Okay.
And hold on.
Wasn't he like a journalist in the last one, driving around getting scoops?
Nightcrawler.
Nice. He just likes to be outside driving. This guy.
Oh no, he's in the the service center. He's answering calls.
I thought the next movie was gonna be Garbage Man.
So it's called The Guilty. A demoted police officer assigned. Excuse me,
dude. What did you eat? A lizard?
A demoted police officer assigned to a call dispatch desk is conflicted when he receives an emergency phone call from a kidnapped woman.
Oof.
Dude,
good
movie.
Yeah.
Solid
What's
movie.
it called again?
The Guilty.
The Guilty. Don't watch The Ambulance. Watch The Guilty.
Yeah. And it was based on the movie. The other the actual movie is called it's called The Guilty as well.
Okay.
And I'm trying to figure out where it was from. It's definitely a European movie. Gustav Moller.
Molar. That could be anyone.
He really could.
I talked to a guy who spoke 4 languages today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
All right, whatever. Anyway, Denmark.
Denmark.
There we go.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So I put on Netflix this movie called The Troll.
Yeah, I watched it too.
And I was like, this is fun.
Yeah. It's all right. You can watch it.
I didn't finish it, but I don't think I'm missing. I was good while it was going.
Okay. Yeah, you didn't. But that's not the only troll movie I've seen from North European.
Yeah, it is a troll a mountain basically made of rocks that comes to life. Is that a troll? Or?
Well, I think it's tied to like North European type of lore.
Yeah.
Right, so the troll were someone. It was a thing that would turn into stone in sunlight. It could smell the blood of Christians.
Whoa.
And I think the myth was built around when Christians were like entering that area and they were converting people. Yeah. It was like this is someone that's gonna go kill the Christians.
You need that. If you want people to stick together, you tell them about a troll,
yeah.
Or like the Huns.
Yeah.
Or Muslims.
All right. So here's the thing.
Yeah.
That's not the only troll movie I've watched. Right. There's another movie. Okay. It's also a movie from Norway. It's called Trollhunter. That movie is freaking awesome.
Really?
It's great.
Okay.
I freaking loved it. 81 on Rotten Tomatoes, 6.9 on IMDb. Trollhunter. It came out in 2010.
All right, check that out.
Right, and yeah, they like their trolls.
Yeah,
that's their thing. But the reason why the Trollhunter movie is better, in my opinion, I watched it many years ago. But it's like the director does a good job of like slowly revealing the troll throughout the movie.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
like you don't get to see it right up like Aliens, like a more classical way to do a monster movie.
No.
So
those are the two. But sometimes it is fun when they just show you like,
sometimes.
hey, this is our thing. You're like, okay.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. But I do like it when it's like, ooh, I'm so scared before I see it the whole time.
Yeah.
Even especially in Signs.
Yeah. Oh, Signs. That birthday party footage in Mexico.
Yeah.
God damn, does it hit you in the chest?
It especially hits you because you're watching it as Joaquin Phoenix watching it with that music that goes dun, 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 dun. It's like vamonos, children, vamonos. Dun, 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 dun. Ah! And he's like, oh.
Yeah. That dude, fantastic scene.
Shyamalan.
Yeah, Shyamalan. I wonder if he's gonna pull up. Wait, no, we had to confirm something. Guy Ritchie,
Aladdin.
Okay.
And did he owe money to Madonna from a divorce or something? He actually made out with. He made a lot of money off the Madonna divorce.
Oh, he did.
He made money.
That's amazing. Good.
Why good, bro?
I don't know.
Why good?
I don't know.
All right,
Seems
fine.
all right.
He's fine. Anyways, yeah. Yasin's keeping score. He's like, good. We got one back.
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, he was directed Aladdin.
Dang.
Man, you know what's the thing though?
Yeah.
It's sandwiched by fantastic movies. All right, let me hit you up for this.
Mhm.
Just before that was Beats by Dre. So it's a documentary about Dr. Dre,
Okay.
I think, or Beats, maybe the headphones, whatever.
Mm.
Before that, King Arthur,
Mm.
Legend of the Sword. That was fantastic. Did you watch that?
I did not.
Dude,
Yeah.
Charlie Hunnam.
All right. I love Charlie Hunnam.
Charlie Hunnam as like
Yeah.
King Arthur.
As himself.
Yeah. Imagine a Guy Ritchie movie, but back in the day,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
exactly what you want. It hits every beat you want from a Guy Ritchie movie. Yeah.
That's just this is Aladdin, just basically a box office going like, who can we get?
Yeah.
And they basically probably offered him some money, and then more than that, and then more than
Yeah.
that. He's like, okay,
I guess.
I guess I'll do a horrible job for you because this is not something I do.
Before that, The Man from U.N.C.L.E.,
That was fun.
right? And then after Aladdin, The Gentleman.
Good.
You watched that
Yeah,
shit, right?
I did.
That's
Yeah, yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
Watched that a couple of times. And then Wrath of Man. Have you seen that shit?
No, I haven't seen that.
Bro.
Is it good?
Okay.
Wrath of Man.
Yo, you got some movies for you to catch up on. Wrath of Man. Wrath of Man, a cold and mysterious character working at a cash truck company, is responsible for moving a lot of money around Los Angeles each week. That is a
Ooh.
horrible synopsis.
Really? Okay, that sounds fun.
Synopsis. First of all, it is our guy, Jason Statham.
We have so many guys, but yeah, that's his guy. That's
Okay.
Guy Ritchie's guy.
Yeah. Jason Statham.
Yeah.
Okay, and you
And his
you don't
eight
know
Guy Ritchie
why
movies.
he's working
Yeah.
in that job. He
Mm.
just like basically the movie kind of starts. The movie starts right when he is applying to get into that job,
Mm.
right? And really, you kind of experience, at least for the first portion of the movie, you experience you don't know anything about that guy, so you kind of experience it based on around his coworkers,
Mhm.
and then like the story evolves, and there's an actually like a really cool motivation for who this guy is,
I love all of this.
and he has a group of dude. I can't.
All right,
yeah,
Wrath of
it's good.
Man.
Wrath
Let me
of
check.
Man.
Like, that's probably on Netflix.
That's
or
on
something.
Netflix,
I
yeah,
can
I
find
think so.
stuff.
Yeah. Wrath of Man. He's great. And you know who else is great in this movie?
Mm.
Hold on one second. Josh Hartnett is in it, by the way.
Dude, what happened to that guy?
I know, right?
I think somebody had a secret on him and just said, "Hey, you can't act for 3 years because we're gonna let this out."
Yeah, I guess maybe. Look, you know. Hey, hold on, Josh Hartnett, Jeffrey Donovan. You know this guy. This guy's from Burn Notice.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of things.
Right. Scott Eastwood.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's acting.
Yeah, he's in it. Andy Garcia is in this movie.
Andy Garcia. That used to be.
Yeah.
I've heard he's an asshole.
Really?
Yeah, I went to one of my friends went to a resort in Puerto Rico and he was there.
Mm-hmm.
He was being an asshole.
I mean,
He was just smoking a cigar in the inside, and they were like, "You can't smoke that."
mm-hmm.
And then he didn't stop. He just looked at them. Just
Right.
kept smoking a cigar indoors.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So yeah, maybe really
Sometimes they
needed a
think they're
cigar.
too big for themselves. You know?
It seemed that way from the story my friend was telling me. It was like, yeah, that guy seemed like an asshole.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I would think that Dave Chappelle smokes indoors.
yeah, but it's at comedy clubs.
Yeah,
And that's
exactly.
kind of
Hey,
His
you're a
thing.
fan? You coming in? Yeah, for sure. No, that movie absolutely delivered. You know what it is? I think it's absolutely right. Didn't you tell me a story?
Yeah. Just making sure this wasn't like a 911. It's just it started off in Chinese. Yeah, please continue.
Shit.
Didn't you tell me a story about
I don't remember, but
Scott Eastwood?
Scott Eastwood. Hold on a second. All right, so I did some research. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go on a rant here.
sure.
There was something that was said by Jennifer Lawrence, and then sometimes when this type of thing happened, we say like, "Oh, Jennifer Lawrence said that. That's dumb," and then we maybe like make one example to show to the contrary of what the statement is, right? But this time I did some research.
Okay.
All right. So what we're gonna do over here is we're gonna pull it out first. Let me see if I can. I forgot where I put. How does one open their bookmarks in?
Ooh.
Where the hell is the bookmarks?
Take
bro?
your time. I'll tell people about your bookmarks.
This is unfortunate.
What's it about?
Profile bookmarks. Got it.
Got it, dude.
All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, here we go.
I remember when I was doing Hunger Games,
That's Jennifer
nobody
Lawrence.
had ever put a woman in the lead of an action movie because it wouldn't work. We were told. girls and boys can both identify with a male lead, but boys cannot identify with a female lead.
Oh, absolutely.
And it just makes me so happy every single time I see a movie come out that just blows through every single one of those beliefs and proves that it is just a lie to keep certain people out of the movies, to keep certain people in the same positions that they've always been in. And it's just amazing.
Just to recap.
I remember when I was doing Hunger Games, nobody had ever put a woman in the lead of an action movie because it wouldn't work.
Excuse me.
I only have one that came to mind. I'm sure you can probably think of the same movie with an action lead that's a woman.
Go ahead.
Aliens.
All right.
You have is that the same one you immediately went to?
So, yeah, because that's the biggest one. And Sigourney Weaver is considered to be the queen of nerddom.
Yeah.
But that's the problem, right? The problem is that when we hear it and then we're like immediately, oh, this is the example, and we just keep on stating 1970.
Oh, I wasn't going to state anything. I was
like,
I couldn't think of any movies other than that one. Frankly.
Right. So what I did was this, all right? A lot of times when people come by, they'll be like, oh, what about this movie? But it came after Hunger Games. I want to make sure we stick to the exact stipulation. Stipulation is there was no movie before a Hunger Game that ever put a female as the top billing lead, not shared on screen, top billing. Okay, her face is the thing that does the promotion.
I'm sure there's been a couple, but I think she's not speaking in necessarily absolutes. We can probably find 5.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
We're talking movies before 2012. All right, here we go. 1979, Alien.
Speed.
1986, Aliens. 1992.
That's the same movie, bro.
Alien 3, 1997, Alien Resurrection. The reason why I'm saying all 3 of all 4 is because of the fact that based on that one character, they build an entire movie franchise.
Right.
Okay. And those are multiple movies. Now you can say like they're the same movie. They're not. They're similar. And if that was the case, and they think that they weren't going to be able to make the same amount of movie or more with Sigourney Weaver, they would simply just go get a dude to replace it.
So counter that. It's the same character.
What do you mean?
It's the same character. So it's not like 5 characters of women leading anything. It's just the same character. You made one character, you put them in 17 movies. It's not like you made 17 different
but you also
examples of
I believe that because it also exemplifies the fact that based on this leading lady, you can build a franchise that makes money every time, every new iteration.
Sure.
Right? And so what I mean to say is that they're so popular or they're so good, whatever the character is, that they maintain that character throughout. Because like if they weren't making enough money off of Sigourney Weaver, they could just get a white lead for Alien 2, because then they use the same
male?
Like a male lead, did I say white?
Yeah. I was like, no, it's going to be a white lead, bro. Are you kidding me? Like, even Jennifer Lawrence is super white.
All right, 2003, 2006, and 2012. Underworld. We're talking, what's it called?
Kate Beckinsale.
Thank you. 2002, 4, 7,
Laura
10,
Croft.
12,
Yeah.
Resident Evil.
Right. Yep.
Resident Evil, for those people who don't know, is arguably one of the largest horror series in video game history.
Yep.
It's the biggest one. And this one, the face of it is Mila Djokovic.
Yep.
2003, 2004, Kill Bill.
Okay, yep.
2010, Salt.
Yeah.
Action movie.
Yeah.
Female lead.
Yep.
2001, 2003, Laura Croft, as you say.
Yeah. I'm like, I guess so.
Also, let's not forget, Laura Croft is one of the biggest video game franchise for like, what's it called? Like adventure franchises.
Yep.
It's well loved. People absolutely love 100%. That game. Or that series. 2003, Charlie's Angels. 2005, V for Vendetta. That, you could say that it would be Dude in the Mask, but ultimately, who drives the entire movie?
I wouldn't consider that an action. I think it's a fantastic movie, and I think you and I would agree.
Yeah.
Neither one would say it's like that's an action movie.
Straight up action movie, but
it's not. I don't even remember anybody hitting anybody in that movie.
Oh, what's his name? Hits plenty of people.
Okay, all right, but you know what I'm saying? Like that's not. But
fair enough.
I'm not disagreeing with you on semantics.
All right,
but I want you to keep track of this. You only said 6 movies so far. I know there's multiple versions.
Yeah,
but those are you've said 6 to 7 movies.
1997, G.I. Jane. 2005, Aeon Flux. 2006, Ultraviolet, that came out right after the Graviton Clerics from, what's it called? The movie with Christian Bale where he's
Right.
done the gun kata.
Yep.
Yeah, so essentially this is the thing.
What you're cataloging is since the 90s,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
When we started considering, women people.
No, just before 2012. I'm still
Yeah.
working my way up.
But what I'm trying to say is, like, how many of these are from the 90s and before and after, right? Like,
What do you mean?
well, movies have existed for a long time, especially action movies. The 80s were the hay of it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, I understand these, Well, get to your thing. It's like you disagree with her that
2011.
there's been
Hannah.
a lot of lead action movies with women.
Yeah. Michelle Yeoh
Yeah.
in so many.
I agree.
Right? Though shared billing in a lot of them.
Yeah.
But in the other, because I don't know all of the Chinese movies that she's made as well. But that lady carries any kung fu movie, any East Asian movie by herself. Shared billing.
Yep.
1984, Sarah Connor. So we're talking
Fantastic.
Terminator 2.
What was that first? When was the first Terminator James Cameron?
1984.
84, but the second one had Sarah
1991.
Connor.
No, both had Sarah Connor.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, first
okay.
because she's the one in the insane asylum.
Yep.
The first one.
Dude, that was fantastic.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Now, these ones don't fit the action movie category.
Yeah.
But these are the ladies that are of note. Okay. Sandra Bullock.
No, Speed.
Okay. The Net. We got Jodie Foster, who is the surprising catalog. Panic Room, Flight Plan, Contact, Silence of the Lambs.
Most of those she's running.
No.
In the Panic Room and Silence of the Lambs, she's being hunted pretty actively.
Oh, well, Silence of the Lambs, she's the head investigator.
I know, but then he tries to eat her later.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
I mean,
true.
it is.
I'm with you both
Yeah.
ways. I'm not
Yeah.
disagreeing.
Yeah.
I'm with you on all of these in a way.
Now, this wasn't movies. This
Yeah.
was TV shows. But I just wanted to point it out
Oh,
as a notable...
Dark Angel, whatever Jennifer Garner was doing, Alias.
Alias, yeah.
She was a spy or something.
Yeah. 1995 to 2001, Xena Warrior Princess.
Yes.
Arguably one of the
And
most
Charlie's
loved.
Angels, which is
Way back in the 80s.
they had to almost prove they're like, we can do this in a show, and they're like, all right, we'll let you make a movie out of it with an Asian girl.
1997 to 2003, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
That was fantastic.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what I'm saying is this.
Yeah.
It's not true.
Right.
It's not true. It's factually untrue. There's been a number of great and absolutely loved franchises.
Yeah.
Not only just singular movies.
Yeah.
You can't shift the goalposts. If you're going to say like, well, it's just singular movies, fine. I say building a franchise off of the face of a particular person means that person has the star power to keep that going. Oh. All right. There's one video I can't show you just yet. I gotta get it ready. But
Okay.
did you see Ari's stand-up
No,
special?
not yet. It's good.
Dude, surprisingly good. I know.
surprised?
I
you
went
surprised?
hard in the paint of anti-Ari last. I don't know. It was like whatever episode.
Well, he
it is
did,
that we did.
drug a friend.
Yeah, he did. He did do that.
That's how good the special is. It
Dude,
makes up for
it's actually pretty fun.
that. Yeah, I know. I hear he's a stand-up comic.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think he was going to be that good because
Yeah.
I don't know. His sense of humor as a regular conversationalist
mean.
is very crude and like
Yeah.
not fun in my opinion whatsoever. But like,
Some people are in that workshop, man.
yeah, no, it was good. It's on YouTube just for free. You can just watch it. I watched half of it.
I think it's called Jew.
I think it's called Jew something else,
No,
right?
I think it's just Jew.
Just straight up Jew.
Yeah. 5 million. That's how you get 5 million views.
Yeah, I might have to pump up his review. I mean, like his score, but I want you to watch it first
I want to check it out.
before. Yeah. All right, can I tell you the story about
Yeah,
the
yeah.
special needs kid and coffee?
Let's go.
Okay, so this happened in the GTA.
Wow.
Okay, where there's this. You know how they have like the special needs class, right?
Yeah.
And so for them to, I guess, interact with the rest of the people in the school, they had this program where they would they'd take your coffee order, and then I guess they would prepare the coffee in their classroom and then bring it to various teachers.
Yeah.
And so there was a couple of teachers that, this is nice. You just, interacting with some special need kids and they're doing a thing. And then one day cops come to the classroom and say, hey, we're shutting down the coffee service. We can't tell you anything more right now. All we can see is that there's some foreign substances inside it. Don't worry. There's no, like, it's not a poison or anything else.
No.
And also there's no risk of getting any like transmission diseases,
Right.
sexual transmission diseases.
Uh-oh.
And that's the only information that you get.
And then what happened?
And then later on, it turned out that one of these kids were donating some fluid
No way.
into the coffee.
Jeez. Pee, right?
We don't know.
Well,
Not confirmed, but they did say, don't worry, there's no chances of a sexually transmitted disease.
I'm
through the
hoping
coffee.
it's pee. How long does it take anybody, even with a disability, to come inside a coffee?
I mean, you know,
You
some things is like taken away, and other things might be a superpower.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
You starting rumors now?
I'm not starting rumors. I'm just saying this is the information they're given, and now these parents, these teachers can like let their imagination run amok.
wild. Yeah. Oh, that's gross.
It is.
I would almost hope they would just tell me what it's not, and we're like, I'd have like, no, at least rule out 3 things, please.
I mean, it's, dude, you have to I would think, right? It's got to be some sort of like rush.
Yeah.
Right? Can't be snot. So I'm going to go ahead and say it's the worst out of the one that you're thinking about.
I hope it's a loogie.
I don't think it's spit. I don't think it's spit.
Dang, man.
Oh, my Lord.
We're going to have to ask that kid.
All right. Here's the thing, though, right?
What?
So none of these teachers could taste it
Of course not.
in the coffee.
Yeah.
Which,
It's been boiled and,
I get, you don't know how far along the process the sample
you need
was
a
added.
sommelier and like, hey, what do you taste? And he's like, he's squashing around his mouth, and he's like, you're not gonna want to know. Yeah.
I don't like. Here's the other thing, right?
Yeah.
You tell they tell their husband
Right.
that this has been happening.
Yeah.
Now you gotta be thinking like, well, every time she comes home from work, I kiss her, like, welcome home, and she's kind of tastes like coffee.
I think it'll stop after a minute, dude. After she eats something else, it'll be fine.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
You're really grossed out. You're like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to get a new one. The whole thing, I know it's kind of a thing, but like, I don't know where you've been.
Yikes, dude.
Every time I drink coffee, I think of you, and it takes me.
I think I'd have. It's a thing.
It is a
That'd keep me up. I don't know what to do.
I know.
And you're just trying to do the right
You're
thing.
a teacher. You're educating kids. They're
Yeah.
putting fluids in your coffee or drinking them. They're grossing out your husband. That's whole Yasin's perspective is just that. It's like, think about the husband.
Apparently, they have been unsuccessful in getting a blood sample from this kid.
Yeah, I wouldn't give my kid's blood sample to the school, no matter what he did. Even if he murdered, especially if he murdered or just did something. I was like, nope. We're keeping all of his samples over here.
What the hell, dude? That's horrible.
What do you think? Give you a blood sample, you could rule me in? Hell no.
Well, I mean, like, they
You
already
wouldn't
know
give it
who
to
is.
23andMe. Shut up. You wouldn't give it to 23andMe.
No, this is part of the investigation. They're trying to figure out whether or not this
They
guy
better
has
get
some type of pathogen
They
in
better
it.
get a judge involved and get a subpoena. You can't just be given blood voluntarily.
No, I think this cops is going there. They're not. I don't think it's like teachers going and saying, "Hey, please, can you give
But
me some-"
you need a whole thing. You can't just. I'm not voluntarily giving my kid's blood to you. Kid who's jizzing at things. You know the parents know exactly what he did at home. He's like, you didn't do that there, did you? The thing you do all the time. Don't give him the blood. Don't give him the blood. Don't give him the blood. Just tell them you spit in there. Jeez.
Oh man. Well, I mean,
gross. That's what that is.
What if you're on the other side of it? Wouldn't you want a sample?
What do you mean? If I was a teacher?
It's like.
Yeah, but I would understand. The perpetrator not giving me a sample.
Yeah. Man, I don't know. I don't know how to resolve that. I feel like you can't even fight it.
And listen, look, what if you found out? What if you found out it was what? Jizz.
Yeah.
Right now, what?
Yeah.
What? Do you drink chlorine? No. You just go about your life. You're better off not knowing.
But they already know a little bit.
Yeah, but like,
no, you don't. You just
if
don't
you get
know.
that confirmed, there's no way to get it out of you, right? It's a part of your DNA now. This kid's jizz. Right? It's a bit of it is in you everywhere, like just dividing.
I think there was a news article that said
I think
that
that's
like
how you get it.
You have
Now you gotta get the hair.
like your former sexual partner's DNA stays within you for a while.
Gross.
Just the whole mixture of it.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh my God! Can you imagine if they get pregnant? Nah, that's not the way how that works.
No, that's not. I already thought about that a few times, but I hope that's not how it works.
You only know what.
Just cover your coffee. It's like,
Hey man, I mean, once when I heard that story, I was like, I guess we're never going to say that. That ruins the whole business opportunities for other special need kids.
I think perfectly.
At least for that school.
No, I think kids have spat and jizzed into things without them having any special needs.
No, I understand that, but like
Yeah.
that specific reaction for like the specific situation
Oh,
has
yeah,
like
probably.
colored
They'll
the
probably hire more people with disabilities, but I bet you what they tell them. They're like, hey, also don't put any of your they don't say to anybody else like just don't put your fluids in there. The kid's like, why would I do that? They're like, we know.
All right. Well, on that happy note, it's been episode 370. 370.
Mashallah.
We'll be back in a week. Take care of yourselves. Good night.
Go.